deserves.
No doubt about it. And it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got T. Malone is out there with Boomer. Then it's Tiny, and it's Big Smooth into the 4 spot. And for Texas, Big Daddy is out there with Morris. Then it's the Machine. Then it's the Cobra. And it's the Wizard in the center. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Count that one. Baldwin's got 5.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
To the left side wing. Swiped it away. And they're on the break for the 3. You can't get that one. Here's Ullman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely save the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that's good as he hits both of the shots.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Here's Big Daddy. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace overpower is how I would look at it.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
The Big Daddy passes to Augustine. Here's the Wizard. 20 points for him last game against Chicago. Malone outside. Off target from three-point range. For Texas, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's blocked. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Texas gets called for the foul. The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Texas shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this 57% from the field. Here's Baldwin. Trains it from beyond the arc. Baldwin's got 13.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Fast break, Texas. Off target. That was a little heat check. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Watkins. That one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Augustine. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Baldwin. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And a wide open look for James. And the shot is long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's the pass to Baldwin. Buries the long-range jumper. 16 points for him.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Pass to Broom. To the middle. It's picked off. Here's Big Daddy. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Baseline jumper, and he knocks down the jumper. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Texas.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Big Daddy to the right side. Fires from deep. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. James, the pass to Watkins. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Here's Big Daddy. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Malone drives in. Pass to Big Smooth. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Big Smooth got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Inside, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Malone against Atlanta. Here's Boomer. No good from outside. Texas leading by 9. Here's Augustine. And Texas tacks on 2 more.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Malone. And no good that time. And Texas the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line. And
not only what they did in making them, but what they did to get to the line. I mean, they were constantly in attack mode, driving the lane and drawing fouls.
The shot that time, not on target. Now Texas with it. They're on a 17-6 run. A nice shot by Baldwin.
And the defense is in this.
Fabian has 21 points.
Believe here, triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You were players that
we used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but didn't have any opportunity to play with up close. I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here is Boomer following the bucket by Texas. They get it back. Watkins draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Texas leading by 15. The Big Daddy passes to the prodigy. Down low, here's Big Daddy, and there it is for him. Big Daddy's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Out of bounds, Texas takes possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Now here's Davis, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. In the corner, it's Junior. Here's the break. Here's Watkins. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Tiny's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. From downtown, does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And he makes that one. He's got 7.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And he's able to get it back. Malone outside, fires the 3. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Turner. He picked up 15 points in their last one against Chicago.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Good on the shot.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the line for 2. All free throws good from Turner. Here's Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. 35 seconds left in the first. Turner with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And it's Junior missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now Turner. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And so it's Texas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on Texas so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your 3-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And a chance to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. We've got Bridges.
I got the stairs started down there. I mean, I built the frame for him.
Tiny out there with Allen. Then there's Richardson, and it's Doc in at the 3. Here's Tiny. He dishes it to Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Well, three-pointer is right on target.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Bridges passes to Watkins. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Bridges against Turner. And it's sent back by Allen.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't.
Oh, what a dunk!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Basket good.
I don't even remember this guy's name because he's been playing a good role lately. Leo.
The Prodigy's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Texas. They led by as many as 18 points. And Texas tacks on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And stolen by Junior. The 3 from Davis. No good on that one. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the inside, Watkins. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed.
You'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV sets. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Tiny. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Baldwin. Here's Augustine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws, good from Augustine. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Turner. And he recovers it. Richardson the pass to Don. Allen in the post. Here's Watkins in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
For Texas, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I had to make this game close by abusing. This picture right here speaks volumes. Okay. Oh, he is. He's the most dominant player of all time. I would take this over Prime Shaq any day of the week. Also, at least you're still more mobile than either one of them. Moves like a small forward. Things too long. Can't cook. Hey.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And it's striking how much his three-point shooting has improved this month. His long-range percentage is coming up, and
Yeah, you just didn't watch it. No. I did a sim cast and jumped in and tried to win. It got worse. They were down by like 6 when I joined, and they ended up going up by like 13 and cut it back down to like 9.
it's going to give them a lift as a team. You can never have enough reliable threats from beyond the arc.
This big smooth. 23 points for him the last game against Atlanta.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Now, here is Morris. A floater. Here's Gadsden, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Big Smooth. 10 points for him. From deep, James. Texas grabs the miss. The Wizards got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morris with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And he dunks it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Sinks the triple.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Here is Boomer. 26 points for him last game against Atlanta. Here's Ullman. Got a piece of it. Fast break, Texas. Turner leading the charge. Got a piece of it. Here's Augustine. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Augustine's got 4 this quarter. Boomer the pass to Big Smooth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Out left to the wing. Augustine, that's good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And a missed layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And he pulls off the Houdini to take that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
The pass to Big Smooth. To the paint, picked off in midair. And another fast break for Texas.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Right wing. And a wide open look for AI. Oh, good with the triple. Texas leading by 18. Passes it to Baldwin. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. Shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Jacks up a 3. Knocked loose. Mercer passes to James. Pass to Boomer. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Boomer's got 8.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Turner against Malone. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And Texas tacks on 2 more.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
The pass to Mercer. To the inside. Allman. And it's denied. But they'll get another chance. Here is Boomer. 8 points for him. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Augustine with the steal. Out on his own on the break. And he jams it with authority.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Here is Boomer. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout.
Might have 30 right now. Let's check it out. 33.
They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and
13 and 19.
Executed.
and got it done.
Here's what Texas has got going right now. Junior's checked in for the Wizard. The Prodigy comes in for the Machine. Davis is checked in for Morris. And Big Daddy subbed in for Baldwin.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Passes to the Prodigy. And here's Junior. A 14-point game for him in the win against Chicago. 4 on the clock. Here's Turner. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. In the second quarter has been superb. 58% from the field. Malone. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tiny's got 27.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Over Allman. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Texas leads by 16. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, for Texas, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas. They're giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Yeah, they gotta.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. They've got the machine. Morris is out there with Big Daddy. And it's the Cobra. And it's the Wizard in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And so here's Texas. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Texas. They led the game at one point by 20.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so far, very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's Tiny. Here's Boomer. Offensive rebound. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And it's 29 points for Tiny.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Pass to James. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. Look at Big Daddy, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
He's a fantastic facilitator. I mean, just makes everyone around him better with the willingness to play unselfishly. Well, it's been a great month for him.
Pass to Boomer. In the corner, it's James. The three-pointer, no good. Texas leading by 19. It was the pass to the Wizards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Texas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He's perfect from the line this time. Got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Boomer. Wants to get it to Malone and does. Here's Tiny from deep. Texas grabs the miss. The Wizards got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 35 points for the Cobra.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Here is Boomer. 8 points for him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to Paul.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 10. Morris outside. Baldwin looking for the opening. Back to Morris. It's blocked. Picked away. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Texas, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And so he makes both from the line. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Boomer. Drops in the layup for 2. Boomer's got 13.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Morris outside. Over to the wing. Here's Baldwin. Misses the chippy right there.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Big Daddy. Passes it to Baldwin. Launches a 3. Good on the triple. Baldwin's got 38 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Baldwin has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Good D by James.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Augustine. Launches it. Misses. 4th time against 7 makes for this game. Pass to Big Smooth. Malone, left side. There's the lob for the hoop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And